When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Boston College Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boston College's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Looking for a man. It's James. Completes it in the middle. And it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Bond. Turning it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. Makes his man miss. There he goes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's James. Finds the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying. saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Boston College will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So Clemson's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Quick handoff. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Davidson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To the air, it's Klubnik. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before. Moves the chain. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, first down and more. All out of space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's James. Using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's McDonald. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That's caught. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Fires to the big fella. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Motion from the back. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Unleashes one. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my free.
Wide open spaces. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defense.
Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. No mid-season concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The short hands, it's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. High the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
On the run, it's McDonald. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
This Boston College offense has it working. They'll try the run. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's James. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Franklin. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. A little screen to the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Boston College wants to play fast. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the run, fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's James. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's got it on the move. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Eagles! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Boston College, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Trying to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw for it. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs.
Turning on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Reads it, fires complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes it.
It's a running room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Scanning the field, it's James. Got his man quickly.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Quick completion to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bond. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's McDonald. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, the ground game. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is...
There he goes! Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
6 for Bain. 6 for Bain.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. It's complete. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Pushes ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. You know the way they're playing up front. Remember that season Vic Beasley had in 2013? He had a couple of tackles for loss 7 times that season.
That's pretty good. And listen, the defense hasn't looked much different over the years of these guys. New names, new cast of characters, but they all play aggressive. They all play quick off of the ball. They all hustle to the football, and you can tell, just make it very hard for you to create any kind of run game on them.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
35, Boston College, 21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is... this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land, like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Williams. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
He's loose. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive that will get the momentum started in your direction.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. And as he throws, makes the grab over the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's James. Quick completion on the out. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in, it's 5. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Klubnik. Caught over the middle, it's Davidson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Franklin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it down the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities